sing karaoke? Karaoke.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for participating in this important ceremony in Lithgow this morning. I also wish you a happy Lunar New Year and would like to welcome you all to our upcoming Year of the Water Rabbit for those of you who have roots in China, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Mongolia, Indonesia and elsewhere. I firstly want to acknowledge and show respect to the original inhabitants of this land, the people of the Wiradjuri Nation, whose heritage, culture and identity derive from this land. I recognise their leaders past, present and emerging. Our First Nations people are the traditional custodians of our beautiful lands and waterways and have a fundamental role in the great Australian story. I would also like to acknowledge the people of the neighbouring Gundungurra and Darug nations. In the past, the celebrations of Australia Day was a fairly straightforward and uncomplicated day, for non-Indigenous Australia at least. Today it is not quite so straightforward as we acknowledge and respect that Australia Day is a difficult time for many First Nations people. We celebrate that our nation is continuously making efforts, reflecting and coming together to find ways of moving forward as just and fair nation and in having difficult conversations. I want to acknowledge and celebrate our special guest, Peter Fraser, OAM, our Australia Day Ambassador, and to his wife Judy for coming today, and to Auntie Helen Riley, Elder of the Wiradjuri people. What an honour to be gathering here today on this land. Some people here today are First Nations people. Many were new to this place at some other time. Some are second, third or fourth generations Australians, whether from convicts, free men and women, people who come during the gold rush, post-Second World War, escaping other conflicts to avoid religious persecution, to escape poverty, or just looking forward to a better life. What a better place to come than Australia. Today, Lithgow, with its 7 valleys, is a strong and resilient community which honours the privilege of being part of the Gardens of Stone, shaped by a colourful history surrounded by stunning nature and home of more than 21 languages other than English. On this January the 26th Australia Day, you're invited to recognise and celebrate all the hard-working and inspirational individuals, organisations and groups in our community around Lithgow. Likewise today, Lithgow welcomes new citizens, a group of new citizens, to be Australians who have come to the most wonderful place. Some of you have waited for many years for this opportunity to call yourselves Australian. It won't be long now. On behalf of the Lithgow City Council, I congratulate you for choosing Australia and Lithgow as your place to call home. I encourage you to participate in all this country and this community has to offer, because on Australia Day, we reflect on our history and we respect the stories of others. We celebrate our nation, its achievements, and most of all, its people. We are part of this story. A special thank you today to the councillors attending, also to the council staff who have supported me to change Australia Day in Lithgow. I would like to also thank Hollow Point, who are going to play today. So after the ceremony, you'll be entertained by one of the most amazing young bands, and they come from Lithgow, a family of 5, and what an opportunity for you today to have a look at these people before you see them on the front page of some big magazine somewhere. And to Jenny Hoy and Mary Grace, 2 amazing women that I've got to meet over the last couple of months that haven't sung. They've hardly sung before in their lives. So they're probably a little nervous today, but please give them some encouragement when they sing today. And I think, you know, the council staff really need to be acknowledged as well. And a very special thank you today to Ruben and his cameraman from Prime News coming down to Lithgow and not going to Bathurst, Orange or Dubbo. So give Ruben a big hand of applause. So stay and enjoy Hollow Point after the end of the ceremony. And for anyone that has children or grandchildren, the pool is free entry today. Today I have apologies from Paul Toole and Andrew G. And now I'm going to ask Auntie Helen to come to the microphone and do Welcome to Country. Thank you, Auntie Helen.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Auntie Helen Riley. We're a senior Wiradjuri elder of this area and distinguished guests, council, and I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Wiradjuri people, and pay our respects to our elders, both past and present and emerging, for they hold the memories, the traditions, and the culture and hopes of Aboriginal Australia. We live by the law of Yindamurra, meaning to be respectful, gentle, polite, honour and go slowly. But 2 of them things don't refer to me because I'm always on the run. Good morning and enjoy the day. Thank you.
It's just generally the backing track.
Australian long, let us rejoice, for we are young.
Thank you, Mary Grace. I'd now like to ask our very special guest today, Peter Fraser, to come forward and address you today. Thank you.
I came from the dream time, from the dusty red soil plains. I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the flame. I stood upon the rocky shores and watched the tall ships come. For 60,000 years I've been the first Australian. We are one, but we are many. And from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. We share a dream based on giving people a fair go. A dream where we ensure inclusion, equality, acknowledgement. A dream based on justice. That is why people become citizens of this great southern land. Before I start my formal talk, I wish to acknowledge the Wiradjuri people, the Gundungurra and the Darug nations as traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, and pay my respects to their elders, present, past and future. And I also want to specifically thank Auntie Helen, especially for the kiss she gave me when I came in, so thank you. Thanks, Auntie Helen. Australia Day is a time for coming together to celebrate our diversity and achievements and to welcome those who have chosen to join our Australian community. This day is about recognising that the underlying desire is to build a community on the basis of justice, where we look after our vulnerable, how we include every Australian and ensure that no one is left behind, where everyone gets home safe to their loved ones. I'm standing before you in the work that I've been doing over the course of the last 11 years. And I also want to do a bit of a reflection on Australia Day, why I believe it's so important and why we need to bring people together. For those who aren't familiar with me, Peter Fraser, I'm a grieving dad. 11 years ago, on the 15th of February 2012, my beautiful daughter was travelling to Charles Sturt University in Wagga Wagga, and her car broke down, something that happens literally thousands of times a day across our country. But where she broke down, our roads hadn't been designed to allow a person to be safe. The emergency lane where she broke down on the Hume Freeway was just 1.5 metres wide. That wide. She couldn't get a car into a safe place, but nor could she get herself. There were brambles running along the side of that road. There was a barrier which ran for 1,600 metres. And my daughter had become the most vulnerable Australian, with trucks and cars running past there at 110 kilometres per hour, and no one slowing down, no one giving her the space. She was there for about an hour and a half. I'd received a phone call once my message, because I was at work. And I only shared a couple of years ago for a document that was produced for the National Road Safety Strategy. And Sarah had left me a message saying, Dad, and she was crying, Dad, I've broken down. Cars and trucks are literally passing centimetres away from me at high speed. I fear I could get killed. About an hour and a half into that time, a tow truck driver had come. And I've got to say, my wife, when I'd spoken to her at 12:30 when I got out, she said she'll be okay. They're going to take her vehicle through to Wagga. But I didn't realise when I was speaking to my beautiful wife over there, Judy, that at that very moment that we were speaking, 12:32, a truck driver was driving up the Hume, distracted for more than 300 metres, and drove directly into the tow truck and my beautiful daughter, killing both and leaving my beautiful daughter in pieces on the Hume Freeway. I was working for Roads Maritime Services at the time. I was a manager. And when I got home, I thought that we looked after each other. and we protected those who are vulnerable. That's the basic concept of Australia and fair go, that we look after each other. We got home and there was a police car out the front. My son's car was parked around the wrong way. And I thought, I better go in and tell Benny to move his car around because I don't want him to get fined. And as I walked downstairs, there were these two female officers crying and my family bawling their eyes out. And I broke down to the floor and just said, she's only just broken down. That started us on a journey to try and improve road safety across our nation. In the course of the next 3 months, on the 15th of May 2012, we presented a 23,000 signature petition to the New South Wales Premier. At the time it was Acting Premier Stoner. And it called for two things: for us to build our roads to the standard, which of course that one hadn't been, but also to make sure that people slow down and give each other the space they need to be safe. And for those of you who may be familiar, it's called Sarah's Rule here in New South Wales. It was introduced about 5 years ago. The problem is we should be actively looking after each other on our roads. You know, we created National Road Safety Week. It's now at its 10th year nationally. And we bring on the governments to work with our small organisation called Safer Australian Roads and Highways, SARA. We bring in councils, we bring in majors, you know, Volvo Cars Australia, Roads Australia, the Australian Automobile Association. At the end of the day, we've got to actively look after each other. You might see I'm wearing one, a yellow ribbon. You'll see them on the back of police cars on the highway patrol with Drive So Others Survive on it. That yellow ribbon had nothing to do with it started with road safety. It was just Sarah's colour. And I tied that ribbon when we were burying her, you know, almost 11 years ago now, as we drove to the cemetery. But the remarkable thing, community is what keeps us together. Our community in the Blue Mountains started to put yellow ribbons onto their vehicle in solidarity, and that grew. And today it's the symbol for road safety for this nation, and it's moved globally. You know, little things, you know, from little things, big things grow. When I look around at this community here, it's a community of people with a shared story. When I look at the other issue with Australia Day, I'm obviously incredibly proud. In fact, this time last year I received my Order of Australia Medal for the work we've done nationally and internationally in road safety. At the end of the day, I'm just a grieving day. But it's the community that surrounds us which makes the difference. And I've been fortunate that community's grown throughout our nation, and that's why I'm also privileged to be here. But I also want to make mention of the fact that I'm incredibly proud of Australia Day, but we also recognise that for our First Nations people, this is also a day of conflict. You know, I look at my skin, I'm from Irish and English and French and Scottish heritage with a name like Fraser, clearly. But my great-grandmother was Maori. And you know, in New Zealand, we've got a situation of the Treaty of Waitangi, where the New Zealanders have a treaty with Maoris, and it was agreed that the British government would come in, whereas we called this terra nullius. No one lived here, so it was okay to come in to this nation. 235 years after the 26th of January 1788, it's, you know, we weren't responsible for what happened back then, but we are responsible for justice and to be inclusive, and that's what Australia Day is about, to ensure that we all bring each other together. That's a conversation that we need to have as a nation. But I've got to say, I'm incredibly proud of the fact that Australia, as a democracy and as a country built on trying to make a difference globally, especially for First Nations people, I'm proud of what we've done. I mentioned at the start that we are one. We are one nation. We should be proud of what we've achieved. And we need to start this conversation, as we have in New Zealand, to have a treaty, to have a day where we can all come together. There'll still be Australia Day, but the 26th of January may mean something to other people, so let's work out how we can ensure that inclusion for this most important day, where we recognise the bringing together of people who want to become citizens for this beautiful a great southern land. We are one, but we are many. And with that, I'll pass across to the Mayor and say thank you for having me speak to you on this wonderful day. Thanks.
I'd like to present this to you now, Peter. What an inspirational story. Let's take that story home and think about every time we're speeding or see somebody on the side of the road. If you can go online and have a look at Sarah's tribute, you'll find you'll be able to buy a little yellow ribbon and put it on your car. Thank you. Everybody, the Seven Valleys. Don't forget Lithgow is in the Seven Valleys. And there's some lovely things from our council staff. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Just got to stand here. Just got to stand for this. We now move to a very, very important part of our ceremony today, where we present local citizenship awards to those individuals and groups who make a significant difference to our community. We all know what an active and engaged community we have in Greater Lithgow. I personally have never seen so many amazing volunteers on any group, any association, as what there is in our own hometown of Lithgow. There are many people in our community, quite often silent achievers, doing fantastic work to help others in our community more inclusive and a great place to live. So I'm going to welcome now each nominee to come to the stage. Thank you. The Citizen of the Year Award acknowledges people who, through their efforts and commitment, have made our community a better place. So in other words, they've done something on a regular basis for many years. Volunteering of the year is Christian Broom for his work with young people, which is amazing. I've been hearing what he's been doing for some time. And also working at the youth drop-in space with the Youth Council from Lithgow City Council. Please come forward, Kristen. Give him a big hand of applause and encouragement. Well done. Nominees for the Open Citizen of the Year Award are, and I must say this was not an easy task. We have so many amazing people working in our area that we don't know about. Bill Evans for his many years of work with the Lithgow Lions Club and Lithgow Bell Ringers at Hoskins Memorial Church. Please come forward, Bill. Bill's a very familiar face around town. I'm sure you all know Bill. Sharon Howard for her contribution to the arts and the promotion of creative talent of the Lithgow community. Sharon Howard. Sharon, who's And last but not least, Kay Adams for her voluntary work, including with Lithgow Quota, Wallerawang CWA and Can Assist. And the winner is Kay Adams. Please congratulate Kay. This lady bakes more cakes than I've ever seen an army of the New South Wales Army, seriously. And she's always there. She's been doing it for decades and decades. So we acknowledge Kay. She's crying, but she should be very happy. But behind every great woman, there's a man, her husband Dave. Yes, he's here today. He's a bit of a larrikin, but he stands by her and delivers the cakes and delivers all the things for many, many organisations in and around our local government area. So a well-deserved Australia Day. And to our other two nominees, they've done amazing things. It was not an easy decision. So congratulations for being nominated and congratulations for all the work you do in our town. Thank you. Not often Kay wants to speak.
Thank you, Mayor Marie, and to our distinguished guests. I'm Nadia Helen. I love being a volunteer. It's very satisfying, and probably the one I've been involved with Quota for 37 years, been involved with the CWA for 17 years, but the one thing that is close to my heart is Can Assist. Mayor Marie, myself and another lady were approached to start the Can Assist group in Lithgow. And we are proud to be able to help people going down that journey of cancer. And please, I'd like to thank Energy Australia and Clarence Colliery for their ongoing support. Sorry about this. And the local people of Lithgow. We really look after your money and we give it to those who deserve it and who need it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So don't leave. Leave here. It's good to have a laugh, isn't it? So you can go down. Just go down. I'll call you back. Volunteer of the Year award is also another award for people that have given their time freely for a length of time, a long length of time, and enjoy what they do. And sometimes there are things in our local government area that we don't even know is going on. So the people that we're going to award now are nominee for Young Volunteer of the Year. Lauren Trounce is one of the nominees for her voluntary work with Hoskins Uniting Church and Lithgow Musical Society. Is Lauren here today? No, unfortunately Lauren isn't here today. Her dad and mum, Matt Trounce, and his wife have moved away, so she may have something else to do today. And Rowan Braid. Is Rowan here today? Come on, Rowan. Now, Rowan does things that we don't know, that we don't see. Rowan is that person at the Lithgow Musical Society that takes care of all the lighting and lots of things to do with the Musical Society. He has a great sense of humour, and I've had quite a lot to do with Rowan by attending the Musical Society promotions and productions, and I tell you, he's a man behind the scenes. So congratulations for being nominated today. And again today it was very hard, but the winner today was Lauren Trounce. So it's a shame Lauren's not here today, but we all wish her well. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Nominees for the important Open Volunteer of the Year Awards, again, meaning lots and lots of up to decades of work. Helen Black for her volunteer work in Rydal over the past 20 years, including Rydal Show Society and Rydal Village Association. Helen's been an amazing worker for the Rydal district for many, many years. Is Helen here today? Good. Just a little free ad for the Rydal Show. The Rydal Show's next Saturday. They're going to have an amazing 100th birthday, so take a ride out to Rydal next weekend if you can. Congratulations, Helen. Bill Evans for his many years of work with the Lithgow Lions Club and the Bell Ringers. You know, I suppose a lot of you have heard those bell ringing beautiful sounds coming from Hoskins Church for many, many years. And Bill is one of those men that have been with the bell ringers for some time. And we don't ever think about who's there giving their time freely because we can't see them. But Bill is another, and this gentleman here. Yes. Yeah. And yes. See, they're so anxious to get an award, these people. He's actually one of the bell ringers, but he's in another award. So Bill, look, you all know Bill Evans, I don't need to repeat myself. And Sam Williams for his work with music and the arts, including live and local program, which is a program that we've been doing now in Lithgow last year. It's encouraging all young musicians and people that love to do anything with the arts. And it's amazing what we've found out and what we've realised, the talent that we have in our local government area. So Sam, congratulations for being nominated. The winner of the Open Volunteer of the Year Award is Mr. Bill Evans. Congratulations, Bill. Would you like to say hello to Bill? Would you like to say hello to Bill? Oh, yes, we've got another right here. I always believe it's very important to see people that are worthy of many different awards, but volunteering for our community is a very rewarding thing to do. The Service to the Community Award or organisation is for organisations which aim to enrich the lives of the people of our local government area. The winner of this Service to the Community organisation is something quite new and quite different, and I'm very proud, and our committee is very proud to welcome up to the stage and to congratulate the Lithgow bell ringers. I might get this gentleman to speak now. I said, would you like to say a few words? He said, no, Bill can. Bill said, I'm not saying, ask Greg to speak. So I think we'll just let Greg say hello.
Welcome to Lithgow, everyone. I'd like to thank the council and all the sponsors for the ambassador for Australia, nice Auntie Helen, and all the there. It's a privilege to be nominated in anything as a collective. The Lithgow Bell Ringers, thank you all, and to all the nominees and winners, well done, and have a good day. Thank you.
The Heritage Conservation Award this year is quite a new award, but we feel that it's worthy of somebody being nominated and also somebody receiving recognition. The Heritage Conservation Award is for an individual or an organisation that has made significant contribution to the preservation of the history of our local government area. The winner this year is Donna White for her amazing work with the Lithgow Small Arms Factory Museum over many years. Is Donna here today? Great, thank you.
I'd just like to thank everyone, and I'd just like to say that I'm incredibly proud of Lithgow's heritage, and I hope the community really appreciates it as well. It might be a bit rough, but it's our heritage and it's what we've all grown from. Thank you.
And the most important thing that Donna didn't say is go and visit that museum. It's amazing. The Outstanding Event of the Year. The Outstanding Event Award recognises the significant contribution that special events make in our region. And after COVID, it was hard to get back where we could have lots of events for people to attend. It's now getting to that stage where we're prepared and take risks, working out events and going forward with them. So the Ear to the Ground Community Festival held at Zigzag Railway Station in November 2022 as a community response to the Black Summer bushfires. I attended, as did some of the other councillors here today. Congratulations to the people and organisations involved in this event. So the winner of the Outstanding Event of the Year is Ear to the Ground Community Festival held at Zigzag Railway. Can I have some representatives, please, of Ear to the Ground? Well, it was a very, very good event. It was something quite different. It was quite, at times it was quite, I guess, sad to know that we were having an event. But after being at Dargan and Clarence over the last 2 weeks, 3 times, I believe that it was a great event, and to be held at Zigzag Railway, which is near Clarence and Dargan, was something to bring some joy to that community. So congratulations to all those involved with that organisation. Thank you. I now move to the part of the ceremony where Australian citizenship will be conferred on 2 people who are here with their families and loved ones this morning. On this day, we come together as a nation to celebrate what is great about living in this country and what we love about being an Australian. We celebrate the characteristics and the values that make us all proud to call ourselves Australian citizens or Aussies. Our people, our land, our diversity, our equality, our freedom and our democracy are a sense of a fair go to all. Today marks a special and important step in the lives of each of you, our conferees, and for those sharing this occasion with you, because today you will become Australian citizens. I congratulate the conferees for their commitment you have made to being part of the future of Australia. I will now read a message to you from the Minister for Multiculturalism, the Honourable Mark Coeur, MP. Today marks a new beginning for those who wish to call Australia home. This is both a momentous occasion for you as you become Australians and a joyous time for our state as we welcome you with open arms. Here in New South Wales, our diversity is our strength. Today, as we celebrate our diversity, we remain united as one with people with the same values, hopes and desires to live in a thriving and harmonious state. As you become Australians, you become members of the world's most successful multicultural society, a society where everyone is encouraged to celebrate and make them unique. The New South Wales Liberal National Government believe that our state is stronger with the contributions of people from all walks of life. Australia offers unique hopes and opportunities for you and your families to succeed in any endeavour you pursue. I have no doubt that these opportunities and what you choose to do with them will make our state even greater for the present and forthcoming generations. I congratulate each of you today for becoming part of the Australian family. So that is the speech that I was passed on from the Honourable Mark Coeur. Thank you. I would now like to invite the two conferees to stand beside me. Katie Churchill and Clarissa Sino. We now turn to the formal part of the ceremony, which is conducted in accordance with the Australian Citizenship Act 2007. As part of the legal requirements for today's citizenship ceremony, I will read the preamble from the Schedule 1 of the Australian Citizenship Regulation 2016. Persons on whom Australia's citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations. By pledging loyalty to the Australian and its people, by sharing their democratic beliefs, by respecting their rights and liberties, by upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. I will now ask the conferees to join me in making the pledge. You have your version of the pledge to read out. Thank you. I now ask that you repeat the words of the pledge after me. I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. I will now call your name. Please come up and receive your citizenship certificate and gift. Family and friends, please feel free to take some photographs. Please stay here before we take some formal photographs. I encourage you all to share your citizenship story on social media. You can show your support to celebrate your conferral by adding an Australian citizenship frame to your profile. Alternatively, you can take pictures with the Facebook citizenship camera effect. Now that you have all witnessed Australia's newest citizens make the Pledge of Commitment, I would like to invite everyone to participate in the Australian citizenship ceremony. Participation is voluntary and carries no legal status. Please repeat this pledge line by line after me. As an Australian citizen, I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people,
I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people,
whose democratic beliefs I share,
whose democratic beliefs I share,
whose rights and liberties I respect,
whose rights and liberties I respect,
and whose laws I uphold and obey.
and whose laws I uphold and obey.
Without further ado, Katie Churchill, congratulations, Katie. And Clarissa Espella Sino, welcome. It's lovely to see Katie's husband here and her little children today, and Clarissa's friends and family. Thank you. Please show applause for these wonderful two new citizens of Australia. I have a lovely surprise for everybody now. I requested this and everybody said, no, I don't want to do that, I can't do that. But yes, we do find people that really want to do something special. I'm going to ask that these lovely young ladies here today and our singers to come and sing We Are One. I'd like you to join in with them, please. This is the first time they've ever sung it. So give them a big round of applause, please. Not too bad for only one quick rehearsal together as we've never sung it before. So a big hand of applause again. I'm going to invite Jenny Hoy and Mary Grace back, and they're going to entertain you for a few minutes, and then the ceremony will close, and then Hollow Point will play and entertain you for the next hour or so. So please come forward, Mary and Jenny. Oh, Mary's first. All right, welcome Mary back to the microphone, please. Mary Grace.
I've been told about living like a star. All the rich champagne and caviar. No one ever showed me their reverse, and it really hurts. Baby, it really hurts. Try to sell your body and your soul. It's the price you paid for rock and roll. No one understands me how you feel. Oh, it's so unreal. Oh, it's so unreal. Baby, don't you cry for me. It's an illusion, just an illusion. Loving you was like should be. It's an illusion, just an illusion. Read exclusive by your latest show. Other drink and then you lose control. Landing on mistakes of Firebird really hurts. Always on the run. Give it to you, baby, with all my heart. Oh, it's not too late. Oh, it's not too late. Baby, don't you cry for me. It's an illusion, just an illusion. Thought I knew what I should be. It's an illusion, just an illusion. Baby, don't you cry for me. It's an illusion, it's an illusion. Thought I knew what love should be. It's an illusion, it's an illusion. You know, every now and then, I think you may like to hear something from me, nice and easy. You see, we never ever do nothing nice and easy. So, we're gonna take this beginning of this song and do it easy. But then we're gonna do it finish rough.
I was worried about the way that things might
This
have
is the
been.
way I do proud
Big
Mary.
wheel keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning.
And we're rolling, rolling,
This is quite an amazing journey. Mary Grace, I'd never met before last year. And last year I had the honour of doing some judging in the talent quest at the Club Lithgow, where people came from all over New South Wales. And she rocked the stage, and she's just started singing. So give her a round of applause, please. Fabulous. And Jenny Hoy is a local lady who you probably all know, but what a lot of you wouldn't know is that Jenny has started singing while COVID was on. She's a very popular local lady for a lot of reasons, but probably not until now for singing. So Jenny, come forward please, and Jenny's going to entertain you for a couple of songs. Thank you, Jenny.
Sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're grey and old? 'Cause I've been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, he offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, he won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. When I'm feeling and my pain runs down a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love.
And as the feeling grows, he brings flesh to my bones. And when love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it all, he offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
second song, I was sort of a bit of miss as to know what to do, and I came across a song, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and I think over the last few years we have been hit with the best shot with COVID, floods and fire. So I hope you enjoy this next one. Well, you're a real tough cookie with a long history of breaking little hearts like the one in me. That's okay, let's see how you do it. Put up your duke, let's get down to it. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. You come on with it, come on, you don't mind fair. But that's okay, see if I can. Knock me down, it's all in vain. I get right back on my feet again. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Well, you're a real tough cookie with a long history of breaking little hearts like the one in me. Before I put another notch in my lipstick case, you better make sure you got me in my place. Hit me with your best shot. Come on, hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Wow, please give those two lovely, wonderful Lithgow ladies a huge round of applause. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different today. We want to start the year off on a very positive note. We want great things to happen for Lithgow, and the great thing that's happened to Lithgow is we've uncovered some wonderful talent, and the people that are about to entertain you now, I really don't want to have to go to my next ceremony, but don't tell anyone in Wallerawang that. It's nothing against Wallerawang, but I love this band. They are absolutely smoking hot at the moment, and I'm so proud of them, proud of their parents for all the hours of work they've given to get these young children from 11 to 21 here on the stage today, and I can't wait for you to hear them. So please stay. I have to leave, unfortunately, but please stay. And I'm so excited for Jenny and for Mary Grace. I had goosebumps. They were very nervous and wondering how it'd all go today, but I know that you've all appreciated it like I have. So welcome Hollow Point. The ceremony is now concluded, but the beginning of some nice entertainment. So find a shady spot and support your local musicians. Come on down, Hollow Point. Come on, give them a big round of applause and give them a bit of encouragement. there goes.
Our biggest stuff and end strong, so hold on to your hats.
New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens. There stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ring in a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, go sit beneath the tree by the railroad track. Oh, he had a little kid sitting in the shade, strumming with the rhythm that the drivers made. So people passing by, they would stop and say, oh my, what that little country boy can play. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. His mother told him someday he will be a man, and you will be the leader of a big old band. Many people coming from a mile around to hear playing music when the sun goes down. Maybe someday your name will be in the light saying, Johnny be good tonight. Come on everybody, go, go Johnny, go, 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 go Johnny, go, 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 go Johnny, go, 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 go Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. Come on, play it one more time. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 go. Johnny be good. I don't you feel right. Don't you feel right, baby? Hey, oh yeah, get it from the main vine. Alright, I said find it, go on and love it if you like it, yeah. Hey, hey, it's your business if you want some, take some, get it together, baby. Come and get your love. 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 Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love. 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 Hey, oh, hey, oh. What's the matter with you? Feel right? Don't you feel right, baby? Hey, oh yeah, get it from the main vine. Alright. your love. Come and get your love, come and get your love, come and get your love now. Come and get your love.
One, two, three, four.
Never could explain just what was happening to me. Just one touch of you and I'm a flame. Making love to you is just how wonderful it is. That the things we like to do are just the same. Everyone's a winner, baby, that's the truth, that's the truth. Making love to you is such a thrill. Everyone's a winner, baby, that's no lie, that's no lie. You never fail to satisfy, satisfy. Everyone's a winner, baby, that's the truth, that's the truth. Making love to you is such a thrill. Everyone's a winner, baby, that's no lie, that's no lie. You never fail to satisfy, satisfy.
just hanging at your pad. She's looking kinda, yeah, you broke up, that's too bad. I guess it's fair if she always pays the rent and she doesn't get bent about sleeping on the couch when I'm there. 'Cause I like you, yeah, I like you, and I'm feeling so bohemian like you. And I like you, yeah, I like you, and I feel, whoa, woo! Oh, woo, oh, woo, oh, woo. I'm getting wise and I'm feeling so bohemian like you. It's you that I want, so please, just a casually the thing. If it is, then it is for me. And I like you, yeah, I like you, and I like you, 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 and I feel, whoa, woo! Oh, woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, woo-hoo-hoo. How about some Credence?